I'm Krystle. I've loved dolls my whole life. I collect everything from porcelain to cloth, American Girl, neonates, and real care dolls. But my favorite is to collect and make reborn dolls. There's Chloe, Grace, Jeremy, Maya, Yuki, Savannah, Zoe, Haley, Landon, Maisie, and Joshua. It isn't easy keeping up with my collection, but it sure is a lot of fun. Hi everybody, so I wanted to come on today to show you some changes that I have made to my doll room slash office slash nursery. I never really know what to call it because it's not an official nursery per se. It's mainly our office with just some of my collection in it. But anyways, I wanted to show you some changes I decided to make. Before I get into that though, I just want to remind you guys to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and click the bell beside it to be notified whenever I upload new videos. I also wanted to remind you guys that I do have links in the description below to my US and Canadian Amazon shops, where you can shop the products that I love to use in and around my home. And you can also shop whatever else you might want to look for on Amazon. So anyways, let's carry on with today's video. So as you can see, there's a little bit of a change already right here on this change table. So I used to have Maya in my smaller Boppy pillow, and it wasn't even the Boppy brand pillow. It was like this small pink minky pillow called the Nursing pillow, which is from the same company that does the car seat canopies. And I had received that pillow for free through when they had the promotion thing, and all I had to do was pay shipping on the pillow. I love that pillow because of how it's smaller. However, it was pink, so it wasn't gender neutral. And on top of that, in terms of I originally bought the Boppy pillows because when my joints get really bad and I have trouble holding my reborns, I thought it would be a great way for me to still enjoy cuddling my reborn, but taking the pressure off of my arms so I can put the pillow around my waist and lay the baby on the pillow in front of me. Well, the pink pillow, because it's smaller, it doesn't work well for the bigger babies. It also wasn't as firm as the Boppy brand pillow, so it really like sunk down, and then again didn't really work well for the bigger babies. So I decided to do some downsizing because I thought, why do I really need to have two Boppy pillows? So like I had the pink one in here, Maya was sitting on that. Then I had my monkey one on in our living room where Landon would sit. But I got thinking, and it was like, I also have my Boppy lounger, which I kept stored in its packaging in our little storage area. We call it the crawl space, but it's like a closet slash crawl space. And I would have to pull it out, take it out of the package if I wanted to use it for a changing video, and then pack it back away again, which was kind of annoying. Second of all, that also brings me, so it was kind of getting annoying, and I was like, I would like to be able to have my Boppy pillow out. So, like I said, I decided I'm trying to currently sell my pink nursing pillow on Facebook for a pretty low price because I basically only had to pay shipping on it, so I'm just trying to recoup some of that cost. So I posted it on Marketplace on Facebook. I'm trying to sell that. And so while this pillow is a little bigger and takes up a little more room, I made it work. So we've moved the Boppy pillow in here, and you're going to see what I've done from that point on, because I did manage to get my Boppy lounger out. basically my Boppy lounger is now in the living room where this pillow was, and you're going to see who's sitting on that. So anyways, then I used to have Zoe here in her little cradle stand. I have since moved her somewhere else, which you will see in a little while. And I have decided to put Miss Maisie up here since she's a bigger baby and she can sit up. And I love actually having her up here now instead of down there in the car seat, because now I can really see her smiling face every time I walk in here. Like, I don't have to look down to the floor. I just walk in, she's like right there smiling at me. And I sort of tilted her head towards, looking towards my desk, so that when I'm sitting at the computer, I can look over and she's smiling at me, and I love it. So there's that. Nothing has really changed here. Savannah and Yuki are still in this bouncy chair, but I am considering in the near future to try and sell this pink bouncy chair and get a gender neutral color, just so that way I don't feel like I just have to put girl dolls in the chair. But for now it's staying. So now over here you'll notice the other big change. So Maisie used to sit down here in my old car seat. So the very first car seat I ever got for my dolls, I got on FreeCycle for free. And then I bought the car seat canopy set, that purple set, to put on it. And I loved that minky purple set, and I've used it for years. I love it. It's beautiful. But again, this car seat now matches my stroller and makes a travel system out of it. And so I didn't have any other place in our apartment to put the second car seat. So again, it had to stay in storage. And so anytime I wanted to take my stroller out with the matching car seat, I would then have to drag it out of storage and then put it back in after, which was annoying. So I'm like, why am I doing this? Why don't I just sell the car seat canopy set? As much as I love it, just get rid of that, throw away the old car seat because it is years expired, and just keep the gender neutral print car seat that matches my stroller. That way it's always out and ready to go when I want to take it out with me. So that's what I've done. And so with that, since Maisie is now up there, I moved Landon into here. And he looks really cute in there, and I like it a lot. So that's the changes in this room. So now let me take you to the living room. Okay, so in the living room now, I've got both of my Michelle Country Cradle boys, because I absolutely love them so much. They are hanging out here in my living room in their gender neutral things. So Noah, since Noah's so big and chunky, he needs this bouncy chair all to himself. And guys, how cute is his onesie? I had totally forgot I had this. I thought it was packed away with the summer clothes, but I'm thinking I must have bought it after I packed away the summer clothes. And it's this onesie that, believe it or not, is a size newborn, but it's a big size newborn because it fits him perfectly. And it's a white onesie, and it says totally old school, and it's got FP for Fisher Price. It has the old pop, like the little push toy that goes pop, pop, pop. When I was a kid, I had this, and I called it my popcorn machine. I used to pretend to make popcorn with that. And then this is the little telephone that I had as a kid, and the stacking rings I had. And actually, I still have them. And then he's got his little rattle. That's the pop pop machine as well. So anyways, I figure this chair is pretty gender neutral. It, again, is something that I might consider replacing with something even more gender neutral. I've seen some of the newer bouncy chairs that are like gray and white, which I think would be really nice. But for now, this will stay for a while before I make any changes. But I love it because it's got my monkeys on it. I still have to have some sort of monkeys somewhere, but it's pretty gender neutral to me. And then we've got Joshua hanging out now on the Boppy Lounger. So now I have my Boppy Lounger out and easily accessible. If I want to do a changing video with it, I could throw a blanket over it. I've actually considered just putting like the cream color blanket that I have that's very like fluffy and just cover this whole thing, and then it'll be really gender neutral instead of having like the green showing. But for now, I like it. So Joshua's hanging out there. And then let me show you Zoe's new spot. So Zoe is now on my little corner shelf. I used to have my very first reborn that I made. Her name was Chloe. She used to sit here all the time for many, many years. Actually, from the time that I brought her home. Or from the time I finished making her. And last Christmas, she went to live with my mom as a Christmas gift because my mom always loved that doll and I needed room for new babies. So she went to my mom, and so now Zoe is in this spot because I've been playing around with this shelf a lot. And after I gave my mom Chloe, my troll doll Poppy from Build-A-Bear was here for the longest time. Then I changed it to some stuffed animals, and anyways, after playing around with different things, Zoe is now here. My Ashton Drake doll that my mom gave me many, many years ago when I was in high school, I believe, is now here on this shelf because she was on our white bookshelf near the kitchen, and I felt like she wasn't properly displayed there. Then I wanted to make that whole shelf my monkey collection, so she went into the office on the shelf that's on top of my desk, and she was there for a while, but then I didn't like that. I was like, I want her on display more because she's special to me. My mom gave her to me, and she's the angel of happiness. So I found this. So after like moving different things around, I found this spot for her. Now, at Christmas, I usually use this shelf for some decorations. So at Christmas, this bottom shelf here that has the llama, my llama will be stored away during Christmas. Angel of Happiness will be moved down to this shelf, and then I can use this shelf as usual for my Christmas decorations. Planned it all out. So and this is my little llama that, oh, I need to dust this shelf. But this is my llama from Maryland that has a little heating pad in it. So cute. So I wanted that out. So those are the changes that I've made. I'm quite happy with them. And there's also, there's some other changes that I made in the office that I forgot as well. So currently, also on our shelf in our hallway, before I go back to the office, I have moved Grumpy Cat here. Grumpy Cat was sitting on the shelf with some of my American Girls, but I was running out of space. So I moved him out here because I got rid of a lot of things that I usually had on the shelf. So I needed some things to fill it. So I put these two little kissing bears in the middle. Alex gave me these for, I think it was our very first Valentine's Day together when we were dating. And I've had them since then. And their batteries have died, and you can't replace the batteries, but they're magnetic. And it used to be that when they would go together, their cheeks would blush, they would light up, but they don't do that anymore. And then I have my little bunny that I got at the London Doll Show a couple of years back. So I decided to put him there. I had put him there for Easter and then decided to keep him there. So I've got these three in our living room. I mean, in our hallway. And then coming back into the office, I wanted to show you what I've done so far on this shelf. So on this shelf, you will notice at the back, there's some Build-A-Bears missing. So I've decided to get rid of my 3 monkey Build-A-Bears because I needed some more space for other things. So I've moved Poppy there now. And also at the back is another bear that Alex gave me when we were dating. I don't remember. It was for Valentine's Day, but I don't remember which one. But it was while we were dating. It was before we were married. he does still work, but I did take his batteries out so they didn't get corroded. But he has a thing where, I forget where it is. I don't know if you push his hand or his foot or his belly. Whichever it is, he laughs and giggles and jiggles or something like that. And he said, I don't know, he says, I forget what it is, but I kept that. So now, right now, I have Kanani, Bella, and Kiara up front here. And then I've moved some of the animals that were on the other shelf over. So I've got my 2 little llamas there. And then I have the Welly Wisher fox, which really should be... You know what? I feel like I need to move the fox back so that he's with a Welly Wisher, because he is a Welly Wisher fox. But then that means I don't have... Because I have a fox here, and I thought if I put a fox there, it'd be cute. But it's a Welly Wisher fox. You know what? For now, I'm going to leave it there, because I hate having things uneven. But eventually, when I get, because I know I'm going to probably want the 80s American Girl doll that's going to be coming out this year. We don't know when yet, but I think it's going to be like August or the fall. When that happens and I need space for that doll, I will probably get rid of Poppy. And as much, I mean, I love her. She's so cute, but I just am finding I'm getting away from stuffed animals. I'm trying to get rid of more stuffed animals over time, because I find that the maintenance of them is annoying, because they're cloth, so you can't really dust them like you can like vinyl dolls, where you can just use a damp cloth, dust them off, and you're good to go. I have to use like a lint brush to, it takes forever to clean the stuffed animals, and it's annoying. So I personally am getting to the point where I'd rather have like another American Girl doll or something in the place of one of the stuffed animals. So she's here for now. She may not be here for much longer. And then if worse comes to worse, I might just have to store him away, which actually wouldn't be a bad idea, I think, because he is white, and I would hate for him to get like get gray over time, get dirty. Like, I want to like keep him in good condition because he is special. So I may just put him into storage if I need another spot there or whatever. So that's kind of my overall plan. My 80s shelf, as usual, if you guys haven't seen it before, here it is. So I have my little Cabbage Patch, vintage 80s Cabbage Patch figures. I did get rid of a lot of the My Little Ponies I was collecting, the blind bags. I just kept my favorites. So there's a couple there. There's Rainbow Bright, there's Popples. There's Red from Fraggle Rock. She's my favorite Fraggle. We have Huggins from the Hug-A-Bunch. We have Babar, which for some reason I thought Babar was older than the 80s, but I looked into it and he is actually from the 80s. So he's there. I've got Gizmo from Gremlins, Lady Lovely Locks, Pound Puppies. I mean, these were all my favorite shows growing up. We've got my custom American Girl doll that looks like Punky Brewster again, and she's got like her little dog Brandon. Then I have a bunch of these itty bitties that they're like Rainbow Bright characters. I was blanking there for a minute. And then I have my little Care Bear figurines. I did get rid of one Care Bear. I got rid of Funshine Bear. She had her logo sewn on sideways. It was kind of annoying, and I wanted a spot to move my official 80s Rainbow Bright doll up in the corner there, because she was down here and it was bugging me that she wasn't on the 80s shelf, because like I'm anal like that with my collection. So I wanted a spot for her. So I just decided to get rid of a Care Bear, and then she fit there, and then I was able to move this little Care Bear up top. So that's that. Not much has changed on this shelf. I still have my childhood dolls and my cloth dolls. I did put my little Dumbo there, and I do have a few more of the My Little Ponies up here that I wanted to keep. I've got my little cloth Anne of Green Gables from PEI. I got this little Elmo at a doll show. I think it was like in a baby shower game. And then I got Paddington Bear at a doll show. This is a little mini Ashton Drake from Alex. And then I have Fozzie Bear. Fozzie Bear. It's not Fonzie Bear. Someone corrected me the last time. I think it's Fozzie Bear or Fuzzy Bear. Fozzie Bear from the Muppet Babies. He's from the Muppets, but this is the Muppet Baby version. Oh, Lord. I'm losing my mind. Anyways, so that's basically where it is. I have to clean up this here. I have stuff that I have to put away. This dresser top, I will clear it, and then within a couple of days, it's like a bombshell went off because I start changing my dolls, and then as I change them, I like start piling their crap on there, and then like get lazy and not want to put it back in the drawers for like a couple of days. So it always is a disaster on top of here. I really need to get on it and like put the stuff away as soon as I take it off so that this dresser can stay tidy. And then I also have all these passies to modify from Angela and stuff. So anyways, but this is how she told me to modify these pacifiers. So you push the nipple in like that, then you put the glue in, you put the magnet in there, and you put about 2 magnets in there. Then you glue another magnet on top, and then you cover it with felt, and then you have a modified passy that's like this. So I have to do that. I have to try that. But anyways, guys, that's the updates for my nursery, whatever you want to call it. Oh, sorry. Also, forgot to mention, I took the blanket that I had put on top of the change table, the fuzzy blanket. I took it off. I gave it a good wash in the washing machine because it was dusty and everything. And I decided to put it away to use as just a blanket because I was like, I bought this cover for the change table. Why am I covering it up with a blanket? It looks nice. And then I also finally got an idea on how to keep the changing mat from moving around on the table. I got sticky tack poster putty, and there's 4 little blue things under this that are supposed to be grippies to make it not move, but they don't work. I added the sticky tack, one whole, you know, when you buy the poster putty, it comes in strips. I used 1 whole strip per blue thingy, whatever you call it, and it stuck. I just like really kept pressing it down so it would stick, and it no longer moves. So it's like a real changing table now. It doesn't move. Of course, the only thing is if I want to use the change table now, I have to move these guys off, but that takes like 2 seconds. It's not a big deal. So there you have it, guys. That is the changes that I've made, and I really am happy about it. The fact that I was able to downsize some of the equipment so that we have less in the storage room and more, like, I can just easily use the equipment that I have now and not have to like dig it out every time. So I love that. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time. Bye.